Welcome to Final Whistle Football News, the home of daily football and transfer updates. Subscribe now and join the community of true football lovers. Never miss a moment from the beautiful game. My first news is $131M, rated Elliot Anderson passes Liverpool transfer audition with flying colours. Elliot Anderson has made a striking impression, passing his Liverpool audition with flying colours. The 23-year-old has recently attracted interest from several Premier League clubs, including Liverpool. However, Nottingham Forest is reportedly keen to retain Anderson during the January transfer window as it aims to improve its form under Sean Dyche. Club owner Evangelos Marinakis is expected to have the final say on Anderson's valuation, which could exceed £100 million, $131 million, following the 5-year deal he signed at the City Ground in July last year. Anderson has also been praised as one of the Premier League's most dynamic and impactful midfielders. During Liverpool's game against Forest, in which the Reds lost 3-0, Arne Slot's side nearly took the lead after 8 minutes as Cody Gakpo drove into the box from the left and set up Alexis Mac Allister. His shot looks destined for goal, leaving Matt Sells beaten, but Anderson's perfectly timed block keeps the score level. Former England goalkeeper Paul Robinson on BBC Radio 5 Live at Anfield said, "That is an incredible block by Elliot Anderson. He got himself back, and it is a wonderful block." Anderson has featured in 5 of England's last 6 games and, if he maintains his current form, is likely to be a regular at next summer's World Cup in the United States, Mexico, and Canada. Former Manchester United goalkeeper Ben Foster believes any club willing to wait until the summer could successfully secure his services. Newcastle, the team Anderson left for Forest last summer, is reportedly interested in re-signing him. Foster described Anderson as a sure bet to enhance midfield quality, praising his phenomenal work ethic. The former Wrexham and Watford goalkeeper also views the $131 million valuation as fair given the current transfer market. "It doesn't surprise me in this modern day as he's a very, very good player," Foster told TalkSport. "He's so reliable and he's absolute quality all over the pitch. His work rate is phenomenal, and he looks like a really good lad as well. Forest wouldn't want to get rid, but if anybody did go and sign him, I'd say it's about as sure a bet as you can get when signing a player. Forest fans would definitely say no, but if there's a couple of teams in for him in the summer, you can't blame him for wanting to go. That's no disrespect to Nottingham Forest, who are a massive football team, but when you're talking about some of these big European teams, then the question's got to be asked." My second news is Arne Slot's in trouble. Liverpool boss told defeat to Nottingham Forest would make things tricky, but Jurgen Klopp return ruled out. Liverpool's crisis deepens after Etihad setback. Liverpool offered little resistance in a 3-0 defeat marked by Erling Haaland's opener, scored moments after he missed a penalty, followed by long-range strikes from Nico Gonzalez and Jeremy Doku. Virgil van Dijk did have the ball in the net at 1-0, but the goal was controversially ruled out after VAR determined Andy Robertson, who was offside, had made an obvious action that impacted play. Liverpool failed to register a shot on target until the 75th minute. Slot, meanwhile, endured chants of "sacked in the morning" from City supporters as his team slumped to a 7th defeat in 10 matches across all competitions. After 11 league games, Liverpool sit 8th, 8 points behind leaders Arsenal. Forest encounter critical to Slot's future. Former Everton, Sunderland and Scotland midfielder Don Hutchison has warned that Slot will be under pressure if Liverpool further drop points against Forest. In an interview with Sportcasting, Slot said, "I think a defeat against Forest would make things a little bit tricky, to be fair, for Slot. You can't sugarcoat it. They've got a run of games now, Liverpool, where they play a good amount of teams in the bottom half. So this is the period where you can put a run of wins together, and if you do, you get Liverpool back into the top 2 or 3. If they don't, then he starts to become a man under pressure, because it's time now to have the plan and to show everyone the plan, about how you get all your big boys into the same team." He added that Liverpool's issues are no longer just form-related, but structural. "We're all trying to guess on what system and what permutation and what individuals you go for," he said. "Slot is a very good manager and he's got to solve it." Klopp's return not on the cards. With pressure building, bookmakers have inevitably drifted towards familiar names. Leading the speculative odds at 4-1 is the man Slot replaced, Jurgen Klopp. But Hutchinson has been quick to dismiss the idea. "No, I don't see it. I think Jurgen's got more about him," he said. "I even think if that was the conversation, I think Jurgen would say to Liverpool to be patient on Slot, to give the guy time. I think Jurgen's that type of guy where it's not all about him. Jurgen's very honest. He wants to do what's best for himself and Liverpool for sure. So he would probably say to the board, stay patient, stay with Arne Slot. There's no one out there at the minute from the list of managers that would be available who would make it worth firing Slot." Mixed injury news as Forest clash nears. Slot confirmed a blend of encouraging and worrying updates ahead of Saturday's clash with Forest. Alisson Becker is fully fit after recovering from a hamstring injury and is expected to return in goal. However, Connor Bradley and Florian Wirtz have both suffered muscle injuries since returning from international duty. Bradley is expected to miss around 3 weeks, while Wirtz's absence should be shorter, but he remains unavailable. Jeremy Frimpong is still out with a hamstring problem, leaving Liverpool thin at right back. Speaking on Wirtz and Bradley's injury situations, Slot said, "Both muscle issues. I don't expect Connor to be part of the next 22 days. Maybe he returns towards the end of that period unless a miracle happens. Florian should be back sooner, it depends how things go, but it should not be too long." Jeremy is out for a similar timeframe and probably will not be available for the next 2 or 3 weeks either. It will be interesting to see who plays at right back. Curtis Jones filled in their last season and Joe Gomez has played there as well, but he has only completed 90 minutes in 2025, so asking to play 7 times in 22 days is a risk.